Hi everyone. So this is post egg retrieval. I'm actually 6 days post retrieval. Last video I had my retrieval on Wednesday last week. It's Tuesday after work. Long day, super long day for George as well. So I think we're both just really tired and I have a really bad headache. But so recovering from post egg retrieval, it wasn't too bad. I would say definitely be on top of laxatives and your electrolytes. So they have Gatorlights, which is higher electrolytes than regular Gatorade. And they do have like a zero sugar kind of it. So these are really good for you. Not too fond of the flavors they have, but it gets the job done. And then protein. I really didn't have too bad of OHSS symptoms, which you would have thought I would have had them really bad considering I had 51 follicles retrieved. I was okay the day of the procedure. I was pretty sore. I feel like my uterus hurt in ways it's never hurt before. Like just sitting and then standing and then moving in certain areas. It kind of hurt, but I wasn't bedridden by any means. It's just like if I was laying down and then I got up, it would hurt. Or if I was sitting down and then I stood up, it hurt. Or if I was walking around for a while and I decided to sit down, it would hurt. So it was just kind of like, I guess, when that range of motion in your hips kind of moved drastically, is when I felt it a lot more. But it wasn't too bad. And then I honestly had a bowel movement the next day and the day after. Granted, lots of laxatives, so they were sorry if it's too TMI, but they were like loose bowel movements. I don't know about you guys. I am more terrified of constipation than the actual retrieval and the surgery itself. I am terrified of constipation. I don't want to do it. So that's why I was really on top of that. I did get bloating in my stomach where I felt like I just had air in my gut the whole time, and it was pretty uncomfortable. Oddly enough, I don't know, I had it for 2 days, and I know you're supposed to eat like a lot of sodium, and I was eating like higher sodium foods, and I just had like stovetop maruchan, like the ramen packets you cook on the stovetop, and for whatever reason it was gone after that. I don't know if it finally left my system or that was just so high in sodium and helped with something. I don't know. Try stovetop ramen or stovetop maruchan. It might save your life, but I felt really good after that. I've been okay afterwards. Stool movements since egg retrieval have been really slow. I don't know if it's because, again, I'm eating a lot more sodium. Sorry, I have a really bad headache from the workday. Or what. But I just can't wait till my gut health gets back to normal. So take probiotics, that might help too. I started those. But anyway, my good news is so I wasn't expecting to hear anything back from CNY until tomorrow, which would be Wednesday, so a week after retrieval, or Thursday. I looked in my patient portal because I was nosy, and I saw that on my schedule they had frozen embryos this morning, and I guess that they were going to document later in the afternoon. And so I logged in later and I saw there's a new message, a new document in my portal. I did not click on them, but I'm assuming that this is my Blastocyst update and seeing how many embryos made it to blast what their grades are. I was so tempted to click on these and see what they were, but I really wanted to see them for the first time with George, and I'm hoping we can probably get that recorded today so we can look at it and just see what we have. I got really emotional when I saw the calendar that I was going to get my report today, just because we've never been pregnant. I've never been pregnant this entire 2 years. And I am not downgrading anybody's losses or miscarriages, because I can't imagine how that feels. And I prayed to God that if I can't get pregnant, if I can get pregnant, let me wait until it's a real pregnancy that would last, because I could not put my heart through a miscarriage. Like, I can't imagine where my mental space would go. And I begged God, I'm like, I'd rather wait than go through that. And in a sense, I think God's answered that prayer as to why we've never gotten pregnant once in these 2 years. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm downplaying anyone's losses, because that's a whole other stage of grief I haven't experienced, and I've begged God to not let me experience it. Doesn't mean it won't happen. But we've never had the chance to say we were pregnant. I've never had the chance to see a positive pregnancy test that was a real pregnancy test. And the fact that we have embryos is the closest we've ever gotten to having a baby. So I'm really excited and I'm really nervous, and I know this is not the finish line. It's just gonna let us know how many made it to blast. We still have to do a transfer. We have to see if a transfer will work, if the baby will stick, if baby will make it to, like, pass the first trimester and then to birth. And it's like, the worrying doesn't end. But right now I'm just happy that we have embryos, and I don't want anyone to take any offense to what I'm saying, but me and my husband have like a really strong faith in God, and we grew up in really strong Christian households, and are even though we may do things a little different now than how we were raised, we still have a big faith in God and in Jesus. And for us, we've always believed that there's life in conception, and because we've never had the actual conception, that these embryos, they are our kids. They are our babies. They're just not fully developed yet. And that just sounds so crazy to me, to actually say that we have embryos. We have, in our eyes, babies are just not implanted. So I'm very, very thankful, and I'm just hoping the report is really good, and hopefully they look good based on grading, that they made it to blast. I don't know if all 18 made it to blast. I'm not expecting all of them to. I would love to at least maybe 5 to 9 at least be to blast. But we'll see. We'll see later, and hopefully it's good news, and hopefully it's just like one step closer to where we want to be. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hopefully I have George with me and we can go over the blast report. So, okay, so I'm pulling up the results. I'll show it to you in a minute. of our blast. That sun is so annoying. Okay. So, there's 2 new documents and a new message. Which one should I open first?
Maybe the message.
The message? Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I'm gonna open the message. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure they're just gonna tell you that they got results. Watch.
Okay, it says cycle complete. It says, "Hello Jocelyn, we have completed your cycle and we're able to cryopreserve 16 embryos for you."
That's crazy. 16 of them.
They did 16. I wasn't expecting I was expecting less than half.
That's what I was expecting to.
The Cairo report with grading and pictures of the embryos has been uploaded to your patient portal. They are listed under retrieval reports. Please be aware we co-culture our embryos. There may be embryos pictured that were not cryopreserved. You will receive pictures of the individual embryos that are transferred at the time of the frozen egg transfer or frozen embryo transfer. I am also including the corresponding grading template for your embryos below. This describes what each of the grades mean that are listed for your cryo report. Our grading system for blastocysts, day 5, day 6, or day 7 is as follows. The number indicates the stage of development expansion for the embryos. 6 equals hatched blast. 5 equals hatching blast. 4 equals fully expanded blast. 3 is expanded blast. 2 is early blast. 1 is very early blast. Okay, so I guess the higher the number, the better, it sounds like. The cells making up the blastocyst are represented by letters. A is good, B is fair, C is poor. The first letter following the number describes the cells of the inner cell mass, the portion of the blast that will develop into the fetus. The second letter following the number describes the cells of the trophectoderm, the portion of the blast that will develop into the placenta. We use this system to try to determine which blasts may contain development and ultimately lead to successful pregnancy and a healthy child. If you see a U, UNF, or 1 next to the embryo grades, it means that we did not observe normal fertilization on day 1. We kept these embryos separate and hold them to day 3 and will freeze or continue culture if they progress normally. We try to give every embryo every possible chance to create a baby. The grading is very subjective and does not necessarily correlate to the pregnancy success of the embryo. We urge clients not to focus all attention on embryo grades. Please let us know if you have any questions. Best regards, embryology. 16.
I wonder how they're all graded though.
Should we look?
Maybe.
That's crazy. Okay. Retrieval reports.
But it said that some of them aren't. Some of them that didn't fertilize might be on there too. Is that right?
For pictures.
For pictures?
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the report. Oh, that's small. That sun is not helping.
No.
Can we move? I can't read with the sun in my eyes. Oh my goodness. Okay.
I go like this.
I can't read this. Okay. Day 5. 11 embryos were frozen. This is so tiny. I can't read it.
You want me to read it for you?
Okay, so there's a 4AA. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There were 6 4AAs, which were a pretty high grade. There was 3 AA, 4 AB, 3 4 ABs, and 1 4 AB that reached blast on day 5. Day 6, they froze 5, and they're only showing 3 on here. Is there a day 7? Unless there's like 3 more they're watching tomorrow. But there's 3 that were on day 6. There are 2 3 BC grades and 1 3 CC grade. So they're not the best grades. But we got 5 really good grade embryos, and like at least like all the ones from day 5 are decent grades. Maybe for 1, but like even then that doesn't determine if they're not capable of becoming a baby or anything. Do you want to look at it?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. All the gradings are right here.
Okay.
We're in a parking lot to get tacos to celebrate, so I'm gonna be a little fat today. Not like I need more sodium, but downing the Gatorade. I think I'm gonna lose it when I see the pictures.
Oh, is it on the next page?
It's on a different form.
Oh, different form. That's crazy. So then the first number, or the first number is the day they were frozen on? Or
No,
is
it says day 5, the days at the top.
Yeah, day 5, and then
The 4 I think is like
Oh,
the
I don't know
grading
what
of
you
how
did.
it's hatching or whatever.
it disappeared.
Oh. Do you want me to open it again?
Sure. I wasn't done looking.
Okay, so we're gonna look at the pictures of the actual embryos.
No way.
It's probably gonna fall, baby.
Probably, but it's okay. There you go. That's better.
Are you ready?
Mm. Okay. Little sails. Little human tails. Oh wow, you can see it there. That's crazy.
Look, it's on day 5.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
This was
Big
today.
one. Yeah, that's a big one. I'm assuming they're all kind of different, right? I'm sure they don't take pictures of all of them, but
How do you make it brighter?
that's crazy.
That's down. We have embryos.
That one's really big. That's a big boy.
It could be a girl, don't call her big. Oh, it would be.
That's crazy.
We have embryos.
Day 6. 5.1. Oh, I went back on accident. So then it looked like day 5. They split it into 2. It was like maybe the first half of the day and then the second half of the day.
Yeah, I think they checked it again to make sure.
I was just trying to go back to see how long.
You can't go back and it goes back a page. They have pictures of starting on cycle day 1 after they were fertilized, and then
That's crazy.
yeah, let me see. So
Let me see one more.
these are some of them on day 1. It's not really the best qualities. And then these are some of them on days 2 through 3. Oops. And then these are day 5. I think it's like the morning half on day 5. And then they check them again at the end of the day on day 5. At least that's how I'm interpreting this.
That's what it looks like.
And then these are from day 6 today when they froze them this morning. So, and apparently we have 16. So that's crazy. And they're all really good grades, it looks like. So
mine is like a few, but
maybe like 3 or 4 kind of okay graded.
Yeah.
But at least from what I've seen with the support group, like the 4AA, the 4AB, and 4BBs are like really good grades. So
that's probably the biggest one is probably the one that has the best grade.
Well, there's like 6 that have like the best grades. So.
I know, but like I don't, just because of the size of it.
You just want to transfer the big one, don't you? You're calling it a big boy. Why should it be a girl? I'm like, your dad called you fat. I was like,
probably a football player.
No. So we're excited. At least I'm excited. Are you excited? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's good news. I'm really happy about it. So I guess all we're doing now is just waiting for my period so we can start getting ready for the transfer. Hopefully in about 2 to 3 weeks. 3 to 4 weeks, because I have to wait for my period, and the transfer isn't always on day 14. I think it's based on the day they reach blast, so I could be wrong, but I think if they reach blast on day 5, then you have to do it, I think, 5 days after ovulation to implant it, so it matches your
So
body matches the hormonal
yeah.
balance that the egg needs.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong.
I mean, that makes sense, but who knows? Like
Yeah,
I said,
so
already said it,
we'll see. We haven't done this before. We have no idea. But good news. I didn't cry as hard as I was going to. I got a little watery-eyed. I cried earlier when I saw I got the report, because I was just like, we have embryos, which basically, like, for us, it's because of the way we believe they are babies to us. So it was just, it's the closest it's the farthest we've ever gotten. So I'm excited. Yeah, I can get your phone back. And now we're gonna eat tacos and Mexican food to celebrate and just kind of talk nonstop about our embryos. Did you want to screenshot them? When we go eat, we can probably take screenshots of them so we have them.
You could probably do that.
Yeah, okay.
We could probably also get it from the computer. Probably better to save from the computer.
I wouldn't mind having them on my phone so I can.
No, I know, but I mean, like, saving it. Oh, you could probably save it on the phone too.
Yeah, but we're gonna get going. So it's really good news. So time for Mexican food. Yeah? Okay.